Alright guys, I'm not sure if you can hear me properly, but I am. It does say I'm live. It is currently loading for me right now, so I cannot really monitor what's happening on the stream currently. I am using a different streaming software today, so I apologize if there's any technical difficulties. So thanks for joining me today. The reason I haven't been uploading and I've been live streaming is because the screen recorder that I used is disabled, so I can no longer use that streaming software, screen recorder anymore. So this should be interesting. I do have my iPod with me this time to monitor the stream, so I can see what you guys are seeing, and I can see how laggy it is. So if this ends up being a super laggy stream like the rest, then I will try to fix some settings, but hopefully I will not have to end this stream. I will try my best not to end it. As we know from yesterday, sometimes it just has to take some time to figure out what it's doing, and then it'll figure out exactly what it's supposed to be doing and go smoother. So anyways, as for the title, hopefully this stream will work. I do have the live chat on my iPod right now, so I will be able to see your comments. But anyways, I just wanted to go over and say that depending on how laggy this stream is, it will probably depend on if I will have to re-upload this or not. But I guess I'm just gonna hop into a solo match for now, get this running smoother, and I'll start talking when we're in it. Alright, so while this is taking a very long time to load, I'm just gonna start going over some things here. Please don't, be respectful in the chat. I know there's only 2 of you right now, so I won't really have to worry about that. I pretty much know who you are. Hello. And, yeah, you just know the rules. Alright, as for the one person who is currently watching this right now that plays Fortnite, whoa, my graphics quality sucks right now. So first thing I want to go over on leveling up fast in Fortnite are doing XP routes. Now, what I mean by that is pretty much going to places that are heavily loaded with, I guess, in this season, chests, ammo boxes, things, just little things that you can quickly upload and get some XP off of. A great example of one of the ones that I do is over at Steamy Stacks, right over here. I'll actually go to that in a minute, and obviously when your XP is supercharged, you will get more XP, and the overall, you don't get that much XP when it's not supercharged doing the XP routes. So I'll go over why you should be doing those in a minute, but pretty much you want to unlock quests doing that. Like, say, open 50 ammo crates is one of them. Doing the XP route will not only open that task for you to do, but it'll also get that done a lot faster, obviously, since you're opening so many, like, ammo crates and things like that. So when you're working with quests doing that, you will finish the quest and you will get your XP boost of 15,000 XP or whatever it is that you want to get while still getting the benefits of the XP route. Doing the XP route probably seems like not a very beneficial thing to be doing, but later on I'll be going over a little bit more why you should be doing the XP routes and why they are important. Before I get on to the next one, I actually want to quickly go into a Team Rumble match and just give you an example of how I do the XP route at Steamy Stacks. Wow. This is a laggy stream. Yeah, I'll probably have to re-upload this. Like I said though, sometimes it just takes a little bit for it to get smoother. So stick around, it'll probably figure itself out like it did yesterday. Alright. So I'm going to a Team Rumble match here. Yeah, okay, I apologize for the lag of the stream. I'll re-upload this when I get another screen recorder, but for the time being, it will figure itself later on in the stream anyway, so it will get better. And you guys can hear me, right? Type in the chat if you can. Just want to make sure I'm not going to go off on a half an hour live stream with you guys, not even knowing a clue what I'm doing. Anyway. So, well, you can hear the game, that's good. Yeah, you guys can. Alright, so we're gonna land at Steamy Stacks over here. I'm not sure what exactly is wrong with my stream. I am using Streamlabs instead of OBS Studio. So that will be new, but as always, usually YouTube just has to figure itself out with the connection, especially that it's not used to connecting to Streamlabs on my account. So the lag is as expected. But anyway, so you want to land at Steamy Stacks right here. And what you want to do is you pretty much want to open every single ammo crate and chest in sight. Once you do this a number of times, this will get faster. You'll be able to open more loot, and you'll know where these are. I'll try to get as many as possible so you can see exactly where they are. So as you can see here, I am getting XP, but not a lot, from going around opening all these, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So I'm just going around over here searching behind every single door. You don't want to spend too much time on a place looking for a ammo crate spawn or a chest spawn, because sometimes they just don't spawn there as they should. But You know, sometimes that's just how it is. Then also over here, there's a chest here. There's an ammo crate spawn there, but it didn't spawn. There's an ammo crate right here. And my game just froze a lot just there. And that's pretty much it for that building. You could go around and go to the others, but I mean, you're pretty much on a race against time here with the storm. The reason why I'm in a Team Rumble game is just in case when like you're first starting doing this and you're not as fast, you may die in the storm, and if you're in a Team Rumble match, you will respawn and be able to complete other challenges and quests that you may have with elimination and whatnot. So that is why. And I've completed all of the chest and ammo crate openings for my quests, but for you guys, you may not have. And doing that XP route right there will get you the benefits of the XP from just opening them, especially if it's supercharged, and it will unlock those quests, which unlocking quests is pretty much one of the most important things you can do. I will go get to that in a minute. Yeah, the stream is pretty laggy, but it'll probably get better. Okay. So the second thing I want to go over, which probably a lot of you guys don't take very seriously, but you should, it's not as credited as it should be, is actually just setting goals for yourself. Now, I know that it may seem that, like, obviously, setting goals for yourself is not going to magically give you 500,000 XP a day. I'll get to that in a minute of how you can accomplish that, because it is more than possible to get to pretty much not exactly the end of the battle pass, because tier 100 isn't really the end. I mean, you do get the sapphire versions of some skins all the way to 150, but most people only try to make it to 100. Now, to get to level 100, you need about 6.8 million XP to get to tier 100 from level 0. Or 1, because there is no really 0. So that's quite a bit. But if you think about it, if you're getting 500,000 XP a day, you could accomplish that in about a week. Now, back to the setting goals for yourself here. What you're going to want to do is you want to get into the right mindset of doing this, because if you have no idea what you want to do and exactly how you're going to do it, you're going to struggle with getting there. So an example of one that I have is I try to get about 2 to 3 levels a day through completing quests, and I'll get to that in a minute. But before I actually had those goals of getting 2 levels a day and whatnot, which I can assure you, you'll be well over 100 if you get 2 levels a day by the end of the season. But before I started doing that, it was hard for me to even reach level 9, which isn't even a full level really. Those are still shorter levels than the rest. Those don't have the regular 80-ish thousand XP that you're gonna need later on. They're not complete levels. Fortnite just did crash, I think. So my screen may go black for a sec, but that's okay. No, it didn't. I know, guys, the lag is extreme and terrible. Hopefully it'll get better. For now, I guess all you can do is really listen. I'll try to figure that out later. Again, new streaming software, so not exactly sure how I can make sure it doesn't skip as many frames and whatnot, because I know it's a pretty laggy stream right now, which I apologize for. Hopefully you guys can still enjoy the stream. But anyway, I know you guys probably really don't care about setting goals for yourself, but believe me, it works. I went from struggling to get to level 9 to get 1 level a day to easily being able to get over 10 levels a day if I have the time. A person like me doesn't really have all the time in the world. So if you had enough time, you could probably get quite a bit of levels a day. So my goal of getting 2 levels a day is just something like at least get 2 levels. If I don't, that's fine. Say if I skip a few days or something, that's okay. I'll just have a day where I get like 4 or 5 to catch up on the levels that I missed in the past. And there's no really way for me to explain this, how this works really and how it helps you get more XP, but I do encourage you guys to try it. It does help a lot. The third thing that I want to go over, which is, I guess it could be one of the most important. I still think setting goals for yourself is the most important, but if we're being technical and actually getting you the XP, this is one of the most beneficial things that you can do and have to do, really. Yeah, I might do another stream. Probably, I don't know, doing random duos later just to make up for the laggy stream. I'll figure it out by next stream how I'm exactly supposed to use Streamlabs properly. But this last one is actually completing quests, which I'm sure a lot of you saw coming. Now, why this is so beneficial is because, oh, my Fortnite is now frozen. Anyway, why this is so beneficial is because between matches, depending on, like, if, say, you didn't complete any quests in a match, you just wasted 20 minutes to only get, at max, about 2,000 XP. And like I said, when you get into the higher levels, like 50, those levels are now full levels. They're not the cutbacks of the 10,000 XP that you would need to get through level 1 or 2. You're going full out on like this 80 to 100,000 XP per level. And if you're getting 2,000 XP a game for 20 minutes, that is not good, and you're going to level up a lot slower. Now, completing these challenges, the XP ones in this case, is really helpful. Say you get one, I don't know, something that you don't really know how to do. Maybe it's, I don't know, find evidence in wherever for a quest for XP, and you're confused about that. Just look it up, maybe. I mean, if you don't get something, I'm sure there's a lot of people on YouTube or whatever that are making videos about that to help you guys out to complete these quests. And completing these quests are probably the most important thing that you can do to level up. And I know sometimes that you get to a point where you've pretty much completed all of your easy quests. And some of these quests you can't look up to find what exactly you're supposed to do. They're not easy, and you only have a few left. And you're wondering, how in the world am I supposed to do this? Or how am I supposed to level up? Because like I said, getting 2000 XP for 20 minutes is not good. When that happens, literally just start breaking rocks and trees. I'm not even kidding. Get into a Team Rumble match, get out a pickaxe, and start smashing stuff. Because there are quests that pop up that are like, break 100 rocks, or harvest 20,000 stone, or break 25 trees. And those are quests that give you about 20,000 XP, which is what you want. Over a while, as you can see, some of these quests do reset sometimes, like weekly, or sometimes even daily. So you will get new quests. And if you have a day where you don't get your goal of maybe getting 5 levels in a day or 2 levels in a day, that's fine, because you're going to get more quests later on and new quests later on that you can complete the next day and get your 4 levels to make up for the 2 that you missed, and still get the 2 levels a day for that day. And catching up, you don't even really have to do if you have big goals like 5 levels a day, because you're going to make it to over tier 100 anyway. So there could be a day that you miss out on 5 levels. That's fine, because you're still going to make it to your goal of getting to tier 100 or tier 120 or whatever you want to do. So if you had enough time to play, like to complete these quests and to just get into the game and get these XP, if you had all the time in a day to do this, you could get well over 1,000,000 XP. And the reason why most of us are not at tier 100 or tier 80 or tier 1,000,000, which probably no one is tier 1,000,000, but you get the point, is because either we don't have that much time, or we are not thinking about how we are going to make it to tier 100, or why we want to, or we're not setting goals for ourselves. That is probably the biggest reason why you are not leveling up fast. So you just gotta take a minute and figure out, what are you doing? And to figure that out will probably be the best thing that could ever happen to you about leveling up. So take my advice for it. And that's going to be it for today's stream. I know it was super laggy, like really laggy, but I hope you guys could still enjoy the stream and take my advice and put it in